The Kroc Center Leadership Certificate Program provided many valuable insights into operating an effective and efficient Kroc Center. Within the Leadership and Strategy for Kroc Centers, we learned about the importance of making sound strategic business decisions deeply rooted in the mission of the Salvation Army. Specifically, I focused on creating a strategy screen so that all programs could be evaluated through it. By utilizing this screen, we are able to ensure we are strategic in the programs we choose to implement and/or keep. This is especially important for our center as we are at 7 years old, we are successful, and we could easily become complacent with what we have done in the past. A strategy screen challenges us to grow, yet keeps us focused on mission, competitive advantage, adequate funding, vision, and appropriate services. Within the Human Resource Management course for Kroc Centers, I was struck by the critical importance of creating a healthy climate with values of openness and trust and collaboration so that employees will feel connected to their work and to the organization. This sense of belongingness begins with an appropriate onboarding and orientation process. Indeed, the anxiety in the days leading up to and on the first day of employment, as well as the subsequent days of employment, is not much different than attending a new school. There are unfamiliar customs and rules, both official and unofficial. Navigating this system is intimidating, especially if one feels they have been pushed out on a raft without any paddles. It is the ongoing onboarding and clear orientation process that become the paddles for the new employees. It gives them a sense of direction and belonging. They may be in new waters, but they are not in waters they cannot navigate because they have been given the tools to successfully make it through the current. Unfortunately, this has not always been a priority at the Philadelphia Kroc. It is now a priority. It is a foundational precept rather than an optional practice, and we are reaping the rewards of this through mission understanding and successful team dynamics. Within the Operations and Programs and Kroc Centers course, I was able to glean from Steve Carpenter's lecture the importance of managing up. That is, owning both the successes and the challenges that ministry partners bring in order to assist them in their professional and personal and organizational growth. Certainly, it is always easy to blame employees for not fulfilling their roles, yet as a leader, we have to own it. It is our responsibility to provide the vision, tools, support, and, as needed, corrections so that the whole rises. I am aware of how my high internal drive sometimes results in me not always laying out my goals in a systematic manner. His lecture brought me to understanding the importance of always utilizing his formula for effective delegation and the setting of SMART goals. 1. Clarify what it is that you want done using SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, and why this is an appropriate assignment for the individual. 2. Meet with the employee to discuss the assignment and your expectations. 3. Allow employee to do the task the way he or she feels comfortable doing it. 4. Check on the progress of the assignment, but do not rush to the rescue if things are not on track. And 5. Recognize the employee's accomplishments, small and big. Finally, within the Financial Management for Kroc Centers course, one of the artifacts I was able to glean is the importance of defining the distinct and essential role of the administrator or the senior Kroc officer. Particularly, the administrator cannot be all things to all people. In fact, that would be a recipe for disaster. The professionals we have the privilege to work with create a new management dynamic. Instead of doing everything and being everything, the officer's role is to celebrate the unique gifts each employee brings to the table and to fine-tune them into a beautiful symphony. When we allow each ministry area to harmonize and fine-tune their gifts, this symphony is heard throughout the center. The officer's role is that of a conductor, bringing the very best out in each person for the glory of the one in whom we live and move and have our being. At the Philadelphia Kroc, the administrator focuses on the macro matters: setting vision, establishing organizational culture, achieving, maintaining, and sustaining financial viability, navigating Salvation Army hierarchy, and ensuring mission integration. The Operations Ministry Director focuses on the micro matters, ensuring day-to-day matters are running smoothly. Indeed, this program has been helpful in my professional development, but has also been helpful for me to reflect upon my own personal leadership and mission profile. It is my greatest desire to help people know they are valuable to me and to the God who knit them together in their mother's womb. In fact, my goal every day is to help at least one person know how valuable they are. I believe this value is best understood when we take a genuine interest in others, in their stories, their joys, their tragedies, and their futures. As a leader, this desire to help others see their value is realized through the development of a strong team, where each person is encouraged to utilize their individual gifts in order to reach the team goal. My role is to make their work environment as conducive as possible, whether that is through offering guidance, providing the proper tools, establishing proper systems, etc. I am less concerned with how we get to the goal, just that we get there intact and better for it. And at the end of the day, I want to develop leaders who will, in turn, develop other leaders. To paraphrase the old U.S. Army slogan, I want them to be all they can be, which ultimately helps our mission to be all it can be.